Hello everybody, I am the Linkzilla and welcome back to Doom 3. Now, when we last left off, we had basically gotten through a rather frustrating series of puzzles throughout the computer central processing, having to get through the data library, and we made it all the way over here where we found Campbell, and Campbell looks to be in pretty bad shape. Apparently Sarge managed to get the drop on him and basically kill him, which means that Sarge now has the BFG. Now, you guys are probably wondering how the heck I'm all the way over here, and why the heck is Campbell's there after, well, that rather embarrassing accidental moment at the end of the last episode. Well, the truth is that I wanted to record this on the same night that I basically got this far because I was so excited about fighting Sarge, the boss battle that we have coming up ahead, that I decided that why not just try it and basically get it done with as soon as possible. Because I thought that it was going to be a short episode, but the episode in and of itself didn't turn out to be the best of quality, so I basically decided to go back and try again. Now, basically by doing the entire central processing again, I actually managed to find another secret. I found another PDA by a guy named Tony Bates. So, Lab A security door and network security breach. Let me just basically, take a look at his emails. Tired of being a loser with the ladies? Want more exciting and fulfilling love life? Visit us at MartianBuddy.com and find out how. Your Martian Buddy. Wow. I kind of feel like that's very targeted advertising directed at me, quite frankly. Mr. Bates, I am concerned about the lax security measures that you have implemented in Lab A. I have received numerous reports now about your team members flagrantly disregarding security procedures and posting the daily security codes on the data boards. With corporate bringing by so many investors lately, you need to stay more vigilant in maintaining security in the lab. The last thing we need is more people wandering around unsupervised with all the odd goings-on lately. Thank you. Yeah, you see, the point of Tony Bates's PDA is that it's supposed to be one of the two methods on which you get the security door to enter the library. Now, the thing about it is that you guys remember in the last episode when I found that computer monitor that had that button that says Open Access Hatch? Well, the maintenance hatch, I guess. Effectively speaking, that's where I found this PDA along with a lot of shotgun shells, so I basically picked up the shells to get more ammo because I'm actually quite lower than I thought I was. Now, the point that I'm basically bringing all this up is the fact that this is one of the two methods with which you could find out the door code. The problem that I have with them is the two methods are literally in the same room with each other. So it honestly comes off as, what's the bloody point? Why couldn't you have hidden this PDA somewhere else? Like, hidden it in a different room, probably not one of the rooms that is connected to the very room with the same camera that you use to see the big giant 627 on. So anyways, Edward Sorensen. Tony, I've had the chance to run the formulas you provided us. The results have been uploaded to your mailbox. Please pay particular note to page 12, section F, part 2. The left side of the graph is showing unusual spikes over the last 3 weeks, which can only be explained by unauthorized access to the MPro power grid. It's not possible to attain the figures you have shown without exceeding the power limits in your area. This should probably be reported to Dr. Betruger at once. Probably don't want to do that, mate. Anyway, I'm gonna get to it, and hopefully the boss fight with Sarge goes a lot better than it did the first time, so...
Sarge.
Campbell.
Find him. Gotta find him.
Don't speak, Campbell.
My gun. He's got my gun.
Campbell. He's gone.
I killed that pathetic bodyguard. And now I will kill you.
Yep. Sarge has the BFG. Well, that's not good. Not good at all. I really wish that we'd basically gotten more from Sarge. I get that I can understand that, like, this place, and this place basically just kind of corrupts people and whatnot, but I feel like Sarge's turn just kind of came out of left field, because literally everything that Sarge has done in the game up until this point can easily be justifiable, because he doesn't know the situation, he doesn't know what's going on. He could very much easily have basically been earnest in calling for help, calling for reinforcements, without considering the possible consequences. And hell, he could basically have been trying to stop Swan from basically destroying and basically trying to call the fleet in as a means of preventing the UAC from sweeping this incident under the rug. So what I'm saying is that Sarge's turn to the dark side feels subtle. The last time, it feels too sudden, in my opinion. The last time we spoke to him was when we reached Delta Labs, and he basically talks a bit more darkly, like he's genuinely surprised that we're still alive, and almost disappointed. Marine, I guess you're full of surprises, or something like that. I guess. Or maybe he says, I guess looks can be deceiving, so... The thing about it is that, well, I just kind of wish that maybe we had a lot more personal interactions with Sarge, basically to, like, show that he's prone to irrational, maybe even psychotic behavior that could explain how he was susceptible to becoming a bad guy. And who even knows, like... Maybe even the fact that he basically, like, attacks Swan and Campbell could have been, like, explained or justifiable, in a manner of speaking. If basically, like, they had that maybe basically during the panic that's going on up here, Swan and Campbell, they don't know who to trust. Sarge certainly doesn't trust them, and basically is like... The fact that they basically try to imply that Sarge was working for Dr. Betruger the entire time, as the way that Swan says, I don't know how long he's been against us or been with them. I don't remember what Swan says, whatever. He's not even human anymore. That's specifically what I remember Swan saying, but one thing that basically is like, I just don't really get about the whole situation is that, well, I don't really believe that Kelly was working with Betruger personally. I feel like he got corrupted by the infection that's in this place, but we don't know when that happened. Granted, like, my theory is that time in hell works differently than time in our dimension, Earth, Mars, whatever you want to call it. I'm pretty sure time is different on Mars than it is on Earth, so... Anyway, time works differently in hell, so we don't know how long we were actually in hell. For us, it could have been just over an hour, but on Earth, it could have been a few days. The game establishes that a trip from Earth to Mars takes a month and a half, and basically, Betruger mocked us saying that the fleet was going to be here soon, so that basically means that maybe even if the fleet was stationed not on Earth, but basically like in a space station somewhere off-planet, somewhere close enough to Mars to come in an event of emergency, it would still probably take a few days for them to get there. In fact, I actually think that, according to my research, the epilogue of the game, the way the game ends, takes place 5 days after the final battle. So, I guess this guy that we have is a survivor, huh? I really wonder, if I don't come up with a name for this guy, I think I might let Hayos name him. I think I might let Hayos voice him if we ever get around to this.
I am waiting to kill you.
Oh, come on, Sarge. Can't we basically, like, talk this out? Discuss it like men? That got him. Now for the trites. Oh yeah. Did not want to kill the trite with that. I wanted to kill the guy with the gun. Papyrus! Oh, great. Pretty sure that makes 4. I am in trouble. Trouble with trites. Well, that gets me out of trouble because I hear Papyrus coming again. Oh, and I died. Dang it! I shouldn't have gone for cover. I should have immediately sprung the Q.
I am waiting for you. Waiting to kill you.
How did he survive that? Jesus Christ. You know, considering that Sarge has the BFG, I'm a little bit alarmed at how this guy must have died. These things are always symmetrical. So, yep, there they are. Where's the other one? There you are. Oh really? What does fear look like? Sarge, let me tell you something. If you're not afraid, you're not alive. I guess that basically perfectly describes you then, huh? Because if you're not afraid of me, you should be. Undead monkeys. What's with the techno beat kicking up? Ugh.
I look into your soul. I see fear.
Here they come. Cells. I know exactly where I'm gonna stick this. Nope, wrong one. Well, that was fun. Holy shit. I think that basically I'm gonna have to ride the bridge over to these areas, and I think that we're about to see the return of the cacodemons, our old friends. Call bridge.
Security bridge in motion.
Shoot it out of the sky.
Select bridge destination.
Over there's the storage. And over there, you know, I don't exactly remember what's over there. But Sarge, he's down there. With my gun. Well, Campbell's gun, but we all know what was going to happen. There's something that I basically want to try while I'm here. It might get me hurt, but I really want to see how effective it'll be. I'm gonna try that again since I know that he's gonna be coming this time. Oh my. Great, there's 2 of them. You see? See that? Basically, it cut those guys down so quickly. If I could take them on one at a time, that would be the ideal. Come on. Come to my blades. Man, this thing is either very overpowered or these guys are just bullet sponges. Either that or the shotgun is worse than I thought. It's okay. I'll take it. Especially since basically now this means I've got 2 already. Shells. I think I'm gonna start breaking this out again. Is that a BFG cell? I hear you, Pap. Where are you? You know, it honestly makes me wonder, like, but before I get to that, I like how in Doom 2016, there's always an animation whenever Doom Guy picks up something new. He kind of, like, examines it when he first picks it up. Would really like for this game to have had those, because would really like to see the animation of the Marine picking up a BFG cell, kind of turning it over in his hand, examining it before pocketing it. That would be great. But what I was going to say is that, considering the fact that they basically give you a BFG cell before you get the BFG, it makes me wonder, were you really supposed to get the BFG like this? Like, were they count... What I'm basically trying to say is that basically, I basically have stated that they weren't counting on you to figure out Abrams, the secret of how to get into Abrams' office, nor were they basically like, I don't know, expecting you to, well, whatever, you guys get it. I don't think we were supposed to get the BFG that early in the game, and yet it seems like, because this cinematically seems like the portion in the game to realistically get it, wouldn't you guys say? But anyways... Because the way that I see it, like, when I was in Hell, they give you a BFG cell, and then the BFG is sitting close by. It doesn't take that much skill to find it, even though I literally missed it the first time I went through this game, in Hell at least, but the simple fact is that that seems like they were expecting you to have the BFG pretty earlier on in the game, unless that BFG only shows up there in hell if you found the one from Abrams' office. Like the game is basically kind of implying that all your equipment, you didn't lose it, the demons took it from you in transit. So now they're basically putting it in locations for you to try and get it back, to bait you into going in for a trap, because that's why the weapons will be lying around on the ground. But then that wouldn't explain Han Lee's audio log about the BFGs being left behind in hell and being taken by the monsters. So it's hard to figure out, and I'm confused. Let's see. Pretty sure I want to go all the way over here. Yeah, because that's the way I came in. Hopefully I'll find more opportunities for some health over here. I'm probably going to have to use the soul cube. Now, I'm just going to put it out there. I want to go into the fight with Kelly with the soul cube, but I don't want to use it on him. I just basically, like, I'm not gonna use it on him to basically completely cheese the fight, but I am curious to see if it would actually work. So oops. See? You see how easy he goes down? I'm gonna need to test this on an arch vial. Because I feel like certain enemies just are sponges for bullets. It even cuts through the imps very quickly. Uh-oh, he's coming up. This is why you walk, don't run. Trites. Just making sure that they're not coming from that direction. There they are. Where was he going? Now, where did he think he was going? Did he completely lose track of me when I jumped over the rail? Considering that in this universe, imps are supposed to have 10 eyes. They're giving them, like, great visual senses, especially in the dark. I couldn't tell if that was an actual trite sound, or if it's just the game throwing in the odd sound effect to mess with me. Could have sworn that that wall was supposed to open up. That's the game, how it plays tricks on you When you think you know how the game works, it does stuff like that to you. Okay, so strong focus on what I want. Nope, go back. Gotcha. I'm maxed out on cells.
That discriminates targets in real time. Each projectile contains a small but very powerful computer core that actively maintains targeting and delivers a stream charge down each beam to soften targets before detonation. The detonation
I know what this is for, but I want to find the actual video disc.
Are not likely to survive. While not recommended for small quarter combat, the BFG 9000.
Let's see. Steve Toulouse. Henry Bielfeld. Failed it. Storage problem on server. Steve, I've been noticing steady degradation in file system performance on server A12. Could you please head up to the 3rd floor and look into the problem? I'm working on matter transference problems for... problems for the guys in Delta, and all my data is stored on that server. If we have backups from last night, could you please restore them to server A17 if it's not in use? I can patch into that server and continue my work. Thanks, Henry. Brian Franco. Hey, Brian. Steve, corporate needs the new BFG video I placed in your office uploaded to the server and placed on our internal website. Don't forget to convert it to a MOV so it'll play on all terminals. File me an email when it's up. I can't wait to see it. That's the video that was playing in his office, and personally I can't wait to see it. And how could I friggin' forget Tony? Let's listen to some of his stuff.
This is the audio log for Tony Bates, Mars Security IT Division, September 25th, 2145. I spent the last 4 hours going through
What's
the
it
code
smell
door
like?
systems here
Axe
at
body
Central
spray
Processing.
or the stench of all the corpses of your guys that I've been
I've
killing?
traced through every system I could think of. Access to Lab A continues to be problematic for the time being. All the regular access database will not allow access rights to be granted to visitors. In the meantime, I'm adding a backdoor code into the systems for IT staff and the eggheads. If they need access to Lab A while the systems run the bridge, they can use the code 627 to bypass door security.
Yep, Steve gives you the code 627, and I'm still annoyed by that. Anyway, network security breach.
This is the audio log for Tony Bates, Mars Security IT Division, October 15th, 2145. I resumed my investigation into case A-10982, the systems intrusion that took place in the CPU complex yesterday. All network traces seem to originate from an old system located in Site 2, Office S2-038.
Security clearance
What is truly troubling is that engineering informs me electrical systems have been offline in that section for years.
Alright,
We're only
let's
reactivated
go,
this morning
Sarge.
in order to prepare more storage space. I'm completely stumped on this. How does a hacker make a section of the base so long?
Friggin' hell.
2145. I resumed my investigation into case A-10982, the systems intrusion that took place in the CPU complex yesterday. All network traces seem to originate from an old system located in Site 2, Office S2-038. What is truly troubling is that engineering informs me electrical systems have been offline in that section for years, and we're only reactivated this morning in order to
Blew
prepare
them
more
away.
storage space.
You saw that, right? I hit both at the same time with one rocket. Two in the box, ready to go. We be fast and they be slow.
Personally investigated the suspect office in Site 2. End of log.
This is it. Let's do this.
Representing the pinnacle of UAC research and design, the BFG 9000 is the most advanced firearm ever designed. Fully self-contained and deployed as a handheld platform, it is capable of an excessive amount of firepower. The BFG 9000 contains sophisticated friend or foe technology that discriminates targets in real time. Each projectile contains a small but very powerful computer core that actively maintains targeting and delivers a stream charge down each beam to soften targets before detonation. The detonation stage of the projectile is devastating. Targets within 15 meters of the flashpoint are not likely to survive. While not recommended for small quarter combat, the BFG 9000 is ideal in the field and against multiple targets. The only foreseeable defense is small arms ballistics. If the projectile is destroyed before exploding, the computer core cannot process the final fusion reaction, resulting in a less than optimal detonation. For more information, contact the UAC's Advanced Weapons Department.
And that's probably my best and only defense against Sarge, because he's got that gun. This is probably going to be my bread and butter for this fight. My best chance. Here we go. All right, Sarge. Let's see what you've got. Yep, that's Sarge. He has mutated into a living tank monster called Sabaoth. I'm just gonna basically try this just to see if it'll work. Well, I did see it basically draining his health, so But apparently it's not enough to kill him, so I'm just gonna basically, I just wanted to see like what it would do, okay? I knew that it probably wasn't going to basically finish him off, so let's fight for real. Yep, welcome to the mess hall. Dinner tonight is me serving up hot plasma directly into your ass. The reason they call it the mess hall is because I'm gonna mess you up. On your knees, soldier. When did Betruger buy you, Sarge? Dang it! Alright, time to get serious. I'm going in for close quarters. Close quarters combat basically takes the power out of the BFG. I just gotta watch that robotic claw of his. Because now he's too occupied with taking a swing at me to fire. But I really do wonder how long that this happened, because Sarge is completely mutated into this thing. He integrated with a tank, and that just seems so weird that happened so suddenly. Gotta get some health off of him. Yes! That did it. Did I get any health, though? Oh, Sarge, what have they done to you? Did you guys see it? It was in his shoulder, but it fell. Oh, Sarge. I'm sorry. I really wish I could have saved you. But I am gonna make them pay for doing this to you. Come to daddy. Oh, yeah. At last, my arm is complete again. Well, anyways, guys, I think that will do it for this episode, because, I mean, beating Sarge is basically like reward in and of itself, I should say. So, basically like wrapping the boss fight up as quickly as I did this time, really makes me feel better about certain things. So, if you like this video, please leave a comment down in the comment section below. Should like and share with your friends. You want to keep up to date with a continuation of Doom 3 coming at you in the future, then be sure to smash that subscribe button and ring that bell for notifications. And as always, I will catch you guys in the next video. Later!